Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to return $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in the challenge for as little as $9 a month and also get access to our in-depth exclusive strategy video, information is available in the description below. In the previous video we looked at ticker symbol MMTLP, ticker symbol SAVA, Cassava Sciences, and we also looked at ticker symbol BBIG and AVCT. So please refer back to the previous videos for all those important updates. In today's video we're also going to be looking at MMTLP, looking at the latest developments and some positive updates. We're also going to be looking at ticker symbol AVCT, so stay tuned for that. First of all, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. So quick headline here from today: close of play in the market, Wall Street strong gains at close, halting a losing streak. So positive news, we have had one of the worst times in the market for a significant amount of time. So the good news here, the stock exchanges closed in terms of the trading session on Wednesday firmly in the green territory, putting a stop to the losing streak that started last week. So we also have had problems with the British pound. It is down quite significantly and almost level with the dollar. So let's just finish off by having a look at the heat map. There was a little bit of bad news with regard to Apple, so the significant downside there, down just approximately 1%. At one point it was down approximately 4%, but other than Apple, significant amounts of green across the board. So good news overall today. Hopefully this can continue. So before we get started with looking at ticker symbol MMTLP, there was a little bit of good news with regard to ticker symbol MMAT, Metamaterials, which has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So the good news here, in line with what happened in the market today, there was quite a strong recovery today. The stock price certainly is not where we want it to be. So if we look at the screen here, it was up in excess of 7.5%. Although market conditions were better today, I think some of this was in response to the Meta presentation. So please refer back to Smokey's video for a live recording of that update. And I'm also now like to give a shout out to Market Moves and Tony, who's provided an excellent video here looking at the update that was featured in the previous videos and also featured in the Bird Ladies videos looking at new drilling by Tug Oil and Gas. So excellent video there to check out for you. What I'd now like to do is make a start by having a look at ticker symbol MMTLP. So with regard to S1 approval, this has not yet happened. I do believe there is probably additional comments requested by the SEC, and I also believe that these have probably now been provided or are in the process of being provided, and I do believe S1A approval is now imminent, so hopefully very, very soon. So again, stay tuned for approval of that. I do think it's coming soon. So what I'd now like to do is share with you some details with regard to the second biggest holder of MMTLP, and this person has in approximately 9% of the total 165 million shares. So it goes by the name of William Stewart. So I'm going to share with you here some correspondence that I've been having with William. So let's have a look at what William has said. He said here, I'm the second largest shareholder. I do own over 16 million shares. The oil and gas data is real. I bought 50,000 more shares last week. I'm not beginning to sell until $60. So very bullish statement there by William. So thanks very much for this update, William. So what I would also now like to share with you is another post here from William with regard to MMTLP that was previously shared. So this is quite positive advice from William, and what he's saying here is, after review of current short data this morning, I'm moving my final sale to $65. So I think the guide price is $60 to $70. So he's only going to sell if there is enough shares to return the cost. The next sale will be not till approximately $70, so holding some and selling some in a potential run-up if that happens. So obviously William did make some significant amount of dollars in the run-up in AMC. I'm sure many other people did. and in his personal opinion, the play is backed by real data proven with regard to oil and gas reserve. No luck needed, and he's also saying to everybody here, have a plan in place, be ready, good luck to all. Will Stewart. So the other thing I would like to say is Will Stewart is not an insider. He's not part of Torch. He was not part of Metamaterials, but he is the second largest holder of MMTLP. He has real conviction, but again, just a reminder, he's not an insider. And final thing I'd like to share with you here is some documents that I've currently going through. So these documents are referring to maps. They're also referring to demographics, as well as that the confidential presentations from Torchlight, which I do believe now are publicly available, as well as some important information with regard to the Diablo Plateau. And one of the focuses that I'm going to be looking at is a water study. So if anybody is aware of the oil and gas industry, I'm sure you'll know that as well, in order to reduce cost, you will also need a significant supply of water. So we're going to have a look at that. So stay tuned for an upcoming video where I try to decipher these documents to look at potential positive points in terms of the mineral assets. I'll do an update on ticker symbol AVCT, also known as American Virtual Cloud Technologies. This is a stock that has been featured on a number of occasions on the channel. So those of you following this will know that significant profits have been made. This at one point was running well in excess of 40 cents. The good news for anybody who has not yet invested or is looking to average down, there has been a little bit of a pullback today. So we can see the stock closed down in excess of 9.9%, currently trading at close of play at just below 28 cents, so possibly a good opportunity for somebody to enter this play. But before we look at some news updates for AVCT, one thing I would also like to share with you again in terms of the rumours. There is a rumour of a potential buyout or sale with Microsoft, so let's have a look at why Microsoft are interested in AVCT. The particular focus here is Candy. So in terms of the features of Candy, comparing them with Azure Communication Services from Microsoft, if we have a look at the key differences at the bottom right hand side in terms of cloud communication platform features, these are something that obviously that would certainly appeal to Microsoft, and these include audio video conferencing, call center features, call recording features, call routing features, chat messaging features, fax management features. So certainly this is something here that is very, very appealing. What I'd now like to do is look at an article here from the 28th of September from Penny Stocks, and this is looking at AVCT. So the headline here, AVC stock looking for a buyout. So let's have a look at the details in terms of this article. So there's the first headline here under potential buyout, in terms of what the article is saying, that many investors are bullish on the company. Company has got new strategic views that include selling the company or certain assets. So obviously we've seen the features of Candy and why that is particularly appealing to Microsoft. So for this reason, AVC stock could be one to hold until a buyout materialize. So remember, buyout is not yet confirmed. It is still a rumor. The stock is running up on rumor. So let's now have a look at the short data and the rumors. So in terms of the short data here, again updated September the 28th 2022, the company is obviously struggling financially. We're definitely seeing trouble in terms of financials if the company is to trade without a buyout. However, I think it certainly looks to be primed. So it's looking at right now increasing short selling activity, and that could rally a short squeeze. So again, the potential is there. In the previous video, we also talked about potential gamma squeeze, and this being ranked as number one on the Fintel data. Short interest rate of 25.9%, 38.7% of the float is shorted. Utilization rate 100%. Cost to borrow is increasing significantly, and right now, according to the article, we're looking at 115.9%. so very, very interesting there. Short squeeze is not guaranteed, but definitely one to watch. And then now let's have a look at the buyout rumors. So the buyout rumors are attracting a lot of investors. It is one of the top trending stocks right now in the market. So there's lots of speculation that it could be acquired by Microsoft. People I've spoken to believe the deal is done. It's just a case of announcing it. It could be announced very, very early in October. Microsoft is looking to grow their hybrid cloud network, and they've also obviously acquired AT&T's cloud network technology earlier, and that is positioning themselves in a growing industry. So obviously adding AVCT's platform, Candy, under its umbrella is definitely going to help Microsoft widen the gap with competitors. So again, strong rumours here of a buyout. And final thing I'd like to finish off by looking at is one of the reasons why the stock did trend down, and we know it was down today close to 10%, and that is with regard to a recent issue of a 13D form. So in terms of the 13D, this did have a little bit of a negative effect impact on the share price, and this is looking at disclosing ownership in AVCT from Ribbon Communications Incorporated. This is looking at 13 million shares that were acquired for the acquisition of Candy. So in a way, people could see this as a form of dilution. However, it does not hold any position in AVCT stock, so it makes the company free of debt. So that's good news. As a result, AVCT could be acquired as it has no outstanding debt. So the potential of the buyout is there. The deal with Microsoft is still on. Microsoft has previously shared that it is set to upgrade its Azure cloud services by October the 1st. So that's the key date that a lot of people are looking at. So it is fairly imminent. So based on that, Microsoft may have 10 days or until the 1st of October to file a Form 13D. So many investors are waiting with interest in this, and definitely one to watch. And finally, if you'd like to get all the breaking news with regard to AVCT, take part in our live trading discussions where we discuss stocks such as Sava that did exceptionally well, and also BBIG updates, as well as discussing MMAT and MMTLP. Certainly consider joining us on the Discord for as little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.